Yo, you're right, guys. This is Chrome 66. This is just a Age of Chivalry commentary. This is not a live commentary. I'm sorry for that, but my voice has been failing a bit in the other videos, so I've tried to improve that. So yeah, this is. I know this is the old game. I have ordered the new game, so that should be on the way. But for the moment, I am just going to play this game, the old one, so I can get to grips with it. Um, Also, so for people who haven't really played the game, to get a grasp of it before they even decide to buy the new one. So I'm just going to take it step by step for the first few minutes of the video, and then after that, I'll move on to sort of the more experienced stuff, like killing and flying and setting different keys and applying them to what you want. So while it's loading, it's giving you a brief introduction of map icons. Now, the green icons on the map represent the various map objectives for your team. The orange icons are used for your siege weapons, while supply chests and other beneficial items that you can interact with use white icons. These are quite useful on the map when you're walking around and you're trying to look for an objective. Okay, so we have that famous phrase there. I click on the level guide in a second to show you just different kinds of game you can play and the different maps. Okay, so you have the Agartha Knights, which are seen as the good guys, and the Mason Order, which are seen as the bad guys really, and you get to choose to auto-select, enlist for Agartha, enlist for Mason, and spectate, or cancel of course. Okay, so here are the other classes. Firstly, there's Longbow, Crossbowman, Javelineer. That is the first set of classes. They change with appearance due to the health, defense, and speed differing between each set of classes. I'd call them in groups. Then there's the man-at-arms, the sergeant, and the guardsman. They're improved defense. Their speed has gone down a bit, but the health has gone up. Then there is the Crusader, the Knight, and the Heavy Knight. Now, those are the ones with the most health and defense, but they're lacking speed due to the heavy armor, which is quite realistic. Each class has a different kind of weapon that can be used in a different way, either with shield or stab, and they both have a greatest threat and smallest threat. So make sure you check that out before you go into battle.
Get ready.
Okay, so top right shows the Agartha Knights and the Mason Order. And it also shows the map and the time. Now I've added a load of bots in the game, as I'm not playing online. Okay, so in this case, because I'm on the Agartha team, I'm red. I'm joking. I'm on the Mason Order, and basically that shows that my friends are red, and at the moment I'm showing you the different kinds of methods of this class that you can go into battle with, like the fists and the javelin throw. It requires you to go to a supply chest to pick up more javelins or arrows or crossbow bolts, but it depends on the class. I'll show you more different kinds of ammo later. Okay, so the graphics for this game are quite good. The new one looks to be even better and more improved, but for the moment playing this game, this is pretty good. Okay, so I'm formerly known as Codex on Steam, but as you can see in the bottom left, I've completed the objective, and in my radar and on the screen shows me a direction to my next objective as well. Okay, so there's a lot of different noises and sounds to keep it more realistic to the player, and it also generates a little bit of a sort of fantasy sort of feel to it, where you're actually in the game, and I like that about this game, because the medieval part of it is sort of past the age of pitchforks and things, and it moves on to a lot of iron steel warfare with swords and javelins, and I like that. I like how you can become sort of one with the game really, where you can just step in and start playing. Um, I like the fire. That is generated quite well. There's doesn't seem to be many bugs with that. So as you step out, the game rendering map is quite good. I didn't notice any lagging or anything like that. I also noticed that the added gimmick of having blood splayed all over the floor and the heads really does give the feel of a medieval warfare, because it was meant to be gory and instill fear in the hearts of your enemy. So this is the enemy over here, standing on top of the house. Obviously, only because they're bots, they only have like a limited capability of thinking. However, they do kill you. Some of them have quite a good aim, and obviously when you die, you go back to select your class, which is quite important when you die and you feel that you need to chop and change really. Okay, so I've spawned in the enemy arena for some reason. There's a supply crate there, which I've opened to get more javelins. Obviously I'm the weaker class of the javelin against a melee with an axe. And in the top right it shows what kind of kill you get. Special kills are like with a hammer, where you smash or really obliterate the enemy's head. And as you can see, as I'm firing, you can see where a head has been smashed or even chopped off. Axes can pummel as well as decapitate the enemy, so it brings a real sense of gore and death to the game. But it's also quite serious, so you don't really get any sort of jokey sort of, oh, this is fun killing. This is quite realistic. The blood is also quite daunting, splayed everywhere. It isn't just in one place. That also makes it more realistic. Now when you reload, the only thing I find that is irritating about the crossbow is that you can't move when you reload, and you don't have much armor. Obviously you get different achievements for how many kills you get in a certain life. At the moment I'm turned over to the longbowman. I've gone over to the supply crate and picked up more ammos. So I was finding it hard to get down, so I kind of cheated a bit, and you can assign the F key to fly, because I'm a Minecraft player. I like to keep it at F. So yeah, I kind of cheated a bit because I couldn't get down. I kind of do that sometimes when I get irritated. It's not always the best way to play, but you know, if you don't want to waste time, then yeah. You can also crouch with the control key, just to let you know. Also, if you move along to yeah, if you run along anywhere really, it will just generate the map. If you fly, obviously it takes a little bit of time to re-render because you're going past a lot of the map at an unusual pace, so it could take a few seconds to readjust. I find that sign quite funny because I'm a fan of F1, so I was thinking of Schumacher. Don't know if anyone else was. Anyway, yep, I went into the castle. I love the design of the castles, all the crate and the fire and the sort of eerie, sort of ghost-like look. The beams of wood as well also really give sort of a simplistic medieval sort of range to it. Obviously the enemy do get stuck behind doors, so beware. Also the blood on the screen also is quite realistic to what damage you take, and also alerts you of when you are being struck, just in case you didn't see a sword flying into your face. Basically you can respawn as a heavy knight, and you can really obliterate the enemy's heads, which is what I like to do really. Um, so I've got this weapon and I smash it into a table. However, what was disappointing was that the objects on the table didn't actually move with other objects. They were sort of fixed in the position. That was quite disappointing because it didn't really give the reality of when an object does fall. So yeah, I did try smashing up a few other things, but then I found this longbowman and thought I'd have a crack. Yeah, casual teabagging. Moving on. So the tapestry on the wall is quite interesting, and the wood is not always one shape. See, yeah, as you can see, I just squashed someone's head in with my massive hammer. Now, the different classes of the enemy can catch you out, so you have to be careful. You can block by using the mouse wheel, by holding it backwards. There you go, another smashed head. So basically, you just need to use a different method of killing the enemy by doing different swings. The right click on the mouse does a swing that goes straight down. The left click does a sideways slam, which is most effective in my opinion with the axe because it can decapitate a lot of enemies. This is another one of the ammo that you can use. I wasn't very successful with it because it is quite hard to aim, but that also brings a lot with the realistic side to it because there isn't any aiming cursors or anything like that. So this guy's a bit tricky because he is a mace. Although he's not hitting me all the time, sometimes you do get caught out, so I was being quite careful with him. Yeah, there's also champions with shields, so there'll be the lighter enemies that have less defense, but you can also hit with the shield. So yeah, you have to be quite careful with some classes because they can catch you out even if you are a stronger class. Also in great numbers, you have to watch out. See, now I'm being cautious because I'm trying to show you more to do with the combat rather than just completing the objective. So that was I clicked the right mouse button to bring a forward swing on that one, and as you can see, there's lots of people, so I decided to run around the corner because they don't have such good aiming when to run. You also have to be quite careful of the crossbow bolts because they do kill you in one shot, so watch out for that. But it's easy just to take them out with a good old swing. Sometimes you can get a one-shot kill or one-hit kill if you hit a enemy in the right place. Watch out for longbowmen as well because sometimes, although the damage isn't as great as using a crossbow bolt, the necessary choice there to get out a small axe is quite good for a quick melee attack to take them out before they do kill you. See, that was a good block from the enemy, so you have to watch out when they try and pull that trick because you think that they're just bots, but then it's quite realistic, as I keep saying, because if you do go into a multiplayer battle, you do expect to face that kind of thing. So there I kind of was a bit cocky, but I got headshotted. Yeah. I will come back as a guardsman, the Mason Order. This is my favourite class because you do get to throw this kind of ammo, which sets people on fire. I do enjoy this sort of class because you can do quite a lot of different things with it. See there, that can weaken the enemy, kill them, or just prepare you and disorientate the enemy. See, sometimes the game lags a bit and swords come through doors and things, but they won't affect you or hinder your health, so you don't need to worry about that. The long pike shaped axe is useful for when you are trying to run away from an enemy, or you're trying to stab from a long distance. Yet the axe-like end of it also is good for slashing at close range. So this is sort of my favourite class. So now I've just completed another objective. I followed the green marker. The notice and the new objective also come up after you've completed an objective to give you additional knowledge and insight into how to complete that objective. Now, to save time, I've just whizzed across the map using fly, using the key F that I've applied to fly. You press E, which is the default key, unless you apply it differently to control or activate hinges and catapults and other things. When it comes to a catapult, you need to press to either side of the catapult and then press the aiming with the E to align it to a shot and then pull the lever. In this case it's a simple lever because it's the first episode, and I just wanted to show you what kind of actions you can do. So now I've hung the first peasant. It's quite grotesque really, but that does show you the real seriousness of medieval war and how gruesome it was, and all the flames as well also shows the pillaging that went on. This is why I like this game. Hopefully they've improved it in the new version. So you'll get another notice when the objective has been updated to a second part of the objective. I do like the way that the peasants are dressed. That does sort of give a realistic feel to how they were dressed. If you go in the menu to Blacksmith Workshop, you get to see the controls, the primary attack, secondary attack, all the different weapon categories, the time left, the different the server cheats, fly mode. You can change this by editing the key and then pressing apply. But I just chose to stick with my default controls, apart from the fly key. Some people would see the fly key as a bit of a cheat, but I just use it to get around when you have to get to places that are far away, because I found it quite boring to keep running from place A to B all the way across the map. Although that is part of the game strategy of you battling on throughout the whole time of the game, I just find it a bit weary, so I just fly. Now this is the last objective. Obviously it would be a lot harder with the multiplayer online, but seeing as I'm playing with bots here, that isn't really a problem for me. So the Mason order, doing a little chant there, seeing as I've won. Yep, I did get a bit cocky. I've completed the objective as the notice has said. These are the stats, just showing how many kills you've got, assists, deaths, and latency, points and class. This has been Crimson Scroll 66. If you've enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be doing a few more of these videos. Thank you for watching. Till later.